you get on TikTok and you see all these flight attendants, like, day in the life, get ready with me. It's like, that's not, like, these people have short lifespans, I mean, not only is it the circadian rhythm disruption, not only is it, like, the air on the plane, which is, like, 3% humidity.
Yeah.
Like the dry air. You breathe that dry air. It just sucks all the moisture out of your body. And the circadian rhythm disruption.
The sitting.
Well, they get, like, flight attendants in particular, they have breast cancer rates way higher than background people like us that stay on the ground because they're just high up in the air and it's the high radiation from the sun.
Wow, I would assume it would be like all the other radiation, but specifically from the sun.
Yeah, like, because I mean they're 30,000 feet closer to it than we are.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, especially pilots. Flight attendants, they can kind of rotate them because there's more of them.
Mm-hmm.
It takes less to be a flight attendant than a pilot, but yeah, pilots also, they get a lot more cancers than background populations too, just because they're exposed to just so much more radiation through, the job.
Oof.
And yeah, pilots make a lot of money, but, you're never home. Health problems that are fairly unique to the job. The kids all look like the mailman and the milkman. Which probably doesn't matter because you don't know them anyway.
Yeah. Was it you that was telling me about the study about, I think it was you, the Charlie?
Charlie?
The London, the double-decker?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the cardiovascular, health of people who move around during the day for their jobs versus sedentary jobs.
Yeah.
I think in that same book from Bill Bryson, it's called The Body. I think he said they've done studies, and over the course of a year, if you work in a factory versus sitting at a desk, like the factory workers expend something like 25 marathons worth of additional calories over a office worker.
Whoa.
I mean, it's just something absurd like that. I mean, double digit. Yeah, it's like factory workers use the equivalent calories of like double-digit marathons throughout the course of a year compared to just sitting all day.
Okay, that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you go to the Reddit, the page I made?
Oh yeah, TV too high.
Isn't that
Man, they were insulting your whole bloodline. You ain't shit. Your family ain't shit.
Bro, so what is it?
Yeah, they take it serious on TV too high.
Yeah, so what is it? I had a friend over and we tried to put the TV on the wall. Well, first of all, I'm used to just having the TV on the stand, but apparently my girlfriend wants it on the wall, like so she kind of more space below. So we set it up on the wall, and then it felt that it was too high. I personally don't care, but everybody thinks it's too high. So I went to this guy and I told him about it, and he's like, apparently there's a Reddit page for absolutely everything. Like,
everything.
It blew my mind. So there's a page called
TV Too High.
I didn't even know that.
350,000 members.
So
it's a very active sub.
So so he suggested that I should put a picture on there just to get some more opinion. You know what I mean?
Get a second opinion.
My buddy that's helped me set up, he texted me and he was like, "Hey, if you think it's too high, let me know so we can readjust it." Right then I was like, you know what? It'd be a good idea just to put it on Reddit just to see what the feedback would be, and I'll just send him the link to just let him know what people think of this.
The TV was indeed too high.
The TV was too high, yeah. People were going absolutely mad. I mean, first of all, I didn't think I was gonna get any comments. I thought I was gonna get lost into all the pictures, whatnot. But no, there's people who have time to give you their opinions, and some of these opinions are absolutely.
No, I mean they'll go after your entire bloodline on Reddit.
Okay, what was my favorite one? One of going was like, you see the TV stand below?
Yeah.
Here goes the manufacturer.
What's that TV
at that height
stand
for
under
reason.
it for?
Oh man, dude. I mean, it was pretty brutal. Somebody just said yikes. Like not even yikes. Was it yuck? Yeah, like
Yuck.
yeah.
Yuck. I mean, a real bachelor would just have the TV on the floor. And then you get to go to TV too low.
I mean, one person was literally like, "Are you nutting on the TV? Because that's dirty and stained. It's also way too high. Why do you have a 42-year-old chair?" They start judging around the TV.
Yeah,
Forget
so not
the
only
TV.
is your TV fucked up,
What is it with
you
that
need to
chair?
clean the screen, and your furniture some old man shit.
Oh my goodness! And somebody was like, "What is that wire stretching out?"
Somebody's gonna get electrocuted.
It's like that looks like crap with that cord stretching and the TV tilted down. Only a blind person could possibly think this looks good. So yeah, the TV's too high, and we're gonna bring it down.
Man, you didn't show that to Aiden, did you?
I did. I sent it to him too.
Man, that boy's never gonna pick up a hammer the rest of his life.
He was like, I guess they don't like. I guess they think it's too high.
I suppose it's a little too high.
He's like, I'll come over to them sometime this week. We can readjust it.
We'll put her down.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I just didn't see it. What is
Well,
it?
then you can get a double dose of attention when you can post it to TV too low.
No way. There's a TV.
Yeah, there's TV too low.
Dude, Reddit is
Yeah, once you get
unbelievable.
adjusted, I mean, it's got like only 45,000 people, but I mean, they'll tell you if the TV's too low too.
I think I don't know. I think I got the picture.
At first, it was too high. Is this better? Be like, well, you better raise it up.
Oh my god. So, if you're setting up your TV and you want to know if it's too high, put it on the page,
Yeah,
is
there's
my
a sub
TV too
for
high?
everything.
Yeah. I think it was funny that there are also rules. I read the rules
Yeah,
on
there's rules.
specifically the one big thing that came out was that if your TV is above the fireplace, it's too
Just don't even ask.
don't do it. Oh my goodness.
Don't put the TV over the fireplace. Why would you do that?
There was another one. Hold on. There's I mean, some of the rules I was like, I should have just looked at the rules before, even posting it. I could have got, I wouldn't have to get flamed to actually know what I'm doing wrong. What is it? If the TV is above the fireplace, it's too high. If the TV is an angle down, it's too high. If the TV is mounted to the wall above a TV stand, and
It's
the
too
clearance
high.
between the stand. That was mine. I read that. I was like, oh, that's it. There you go. I could have just done that. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, if the TV is mounted to the wall above a TV stand, and it clears between the stand and the TV is equal to or greater than one vertical PS5, it's too high.
One vertical
What?
PS5.
And then the last one is like, if you, what is it? If when standing the TV is at an eye level, it is too high.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, so those are. I mean, they might flame you, but there's some good points in there.
I hate it, but one of my guilty pleasures is, well, shit posting on Reddit for one, but for two,
You're one of them. You're one of these people.
no,
Let me just give you my take on this.
no, I really wanted to jump in and like get a jab in, but I was like, no, I'm not. He took enough. I don't need to make it worse. But
That's so funny. Just
this motherfucker.
Oh my god. Oh
No, one of my guilty pleasures is like home and garden television. So yeah, I mean, you definitely do get like a sense of like good interior design. And it's like, even just by osmosis, just not really wanting to learn about interior design.
Yeah.
But you just figure it out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, oh wow, that TV is too high.
I mean, I know now. I tell you that much. TV
the
will
room
never be
don't
too
flow
high.
like this. This isn't good flow. That TV, no, that's too high.
I think one of the comments were like, hey man, he goes, I come here just to enjoy what their choice of design, what they choose to lay out.
Yeah,
I was
I
like-
don't care if your TV's too high. I just want to judge what else is in the room. With your old man chair.
42. Oh my goodness. But because
What's your retirement home chair?
I told her like I want for my 50th or 40th birthday, I want to have a roast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they just can't fathom like why would anybody want that? You know what I mean?
Well, shit. Your birthday's coming up. Let's do one now.
No, it's too early. That's right. I want my kids to be involved too. Like I want them to also roast me as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you know, 40, 50. That's the roast. That's the roast.
Well, I'm gonna
time.
be channeling my my inner
Start
Don
writing
Rickles.
now.
Oh, I'm gonna be praying to the ghost of Don Rickles.
Oh my god, he's like, yeah, what is it? Her dad could not believe, like, he's like, why do you want people to make fun of you? Like, why would you put this on the internet? Why do you want to roast? I was like, he was talking about the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah,
He's like, why do you think he did that? I was like,
because it's fun.
It's funny. Like, I don't know. For me, it's just like, who cares? You know, if people feel that comfortable to say something about you, it's because they like you. You know, nobody's like, generally who doesn't like you will say it to your face. You know
Yeah, I mean, I saw a roast of Clint Eastwood, right?
I don't think I have seen that. Yeah, Don. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Don
exactly,
Rickles did Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Clint Eastwood is known to be a very boring man.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even enjoy eating. Like Clint Eastwood has said, like, I only eat because I have to. Like, most of the foods he enjoys are very plain and bland. That's probably a reason he's 95 years old, too.
He's still around, yeah.
Yeah. So Clint Eastwood is known to be a very boring man. And Don Rickles gets up there and he goes, Clint Eastwood, the most boring man. He says, I bet your idea of a good time is sitting on the tailgate of your truck with your dog.
I can picture that perfectly too.
And then Clint Eastwood's just like, damn, how did he know?
Oh my god. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's start with going back to the Epstein. So it's not dying down at all. It became a fire.
Yeah, like they can't put this out. This is the Streisand effect. The more you try not to talk about it, the more interested they're going to be in it.
Yeah. So what is it? Obviously, the people who one of the big proponent of like, they're hiding some, Cash Patel, Dan Bongino, and they went in there and they found out that like it was a bunch of nothing. You know, everything was already done. But Pambomni, is it Pambodni?
With an L, Bondi, like the beach,
Bondi?
like the beach in Australia, Bondi,
Bondi,
or like James
Bondi.
Bond, Bondi, with an E, like Bondi,
Oh my god,
Bondi.
Pambodni. Anyway, Pam.
You can just call her Pamela. Let's just when we say the name Pamela, who we refer to as Pam Bondi.
Yeah. So
Pamela does what?
So she got the vase riled it up, you know. She's like, I got it on my desk. You guys gonna be shocked. All the stuff on here.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm shocked. Comes out all makeup done. Got the binders. Got the Trump merch. Gotta always have a MAGA hat. You gotta wave around.
Yeah. So just from the beginning though, like she came out and then she invited a bunch of
Influencers,
and they're out here smiling, grin to grin, and they're like, we got it. We know it now.
Yeah, they get a photo op with the binder.
Yeah. And they found
Don't
out
get to look through it. Just take a picture with it.
there was nothing. Most of it was redacted, and the stuff that wasn't redacted, we already knew about it. So, and then she blamed, what's his name? Cash Patel. She's like, hey, what? You know, I don't know why Cash, he has most of it. I don't know why he's not putting out. You know what I mean? So the blame game started. So she blamed him, and he's like, what? I gave you all of it. Like, all of it is that right there. And then obviously, They were like, people were still like, okay, something's going on here. Why would you tell us that you had the list, you had a bunch of stuff on there, and now you're just basically putting out stuff we already knew about it? So people started really questioning the whole thing. As you said, what is the name? What's the effect?
Oh, Streisand effect.
Came to fruition, basically. People are still asking more questions. So they decided, we're going to go do some interviews, let people know. I think they went to Joe Rogan. Kash Patel went to Joe Rogan. He went to actually a bunch of places.
Oh, man. All these conservative influencers are fucking disgusting. Like Dinesh D'Souza and Charlie Kirk, and they're like, well, my friends in the government say there's nothing there, so I trust them. I'm like, how you gonna say friends and government in the same sentence with a straight face?
But I think there's a huge fraction of just that itself. There's people who are saying that I have friends who would say there's nothing, and there are people saying I have friends that say there is something. Charlie Cook had that, what is his name?
Turning Point USA.
Yeah, so that convention, that really was getting hot over there. So obviously, was this before they released the video or after?
Which video?
The sale video where they're like, look, it's 2 hours or 8 hours of the cell footage.
Oh yeah, then it turned out 3 minutes of it was missing.
Something like that. And then what is it? It was just in a common area. It wasn't really in his cell, because obviously his cell, the footage in his cell, the cameras were broke. They already set that way back.
Yeah, and I mean,
but I don't know why they thought this would be to silence people up, them showing a picture of the common area. And then after that 3 minutes were taken out, why did they not think there was going to be more question asked about that?
Yeah, what happened in those 3 minutes that aren't there?
How did she justify it? She said basically what, like, this is just a routine thing, That happened, So Trump went on a rant. He's like, yeah, how about you guys really move on? Let this go. Yeah, what is wrong with you guys? You're not even my supporter if you're not going to let this go.
Yeah, you're not a real man if you're stuck on this. Mm-hmm. You're not a real MAGA. Mm-hmm. Like, what?
And then people kind of was like, what is he hiding?
I mean,
what is he hiding? You know what I mean? And then I think what is it? So during the point, what's it called again?
Turning Point. Turning Point's kind of like a political activism PAC kind of thing.
Yeah, so they invited Tucker Carlson. He was the main guy. Tucker basically was saying like, they're hiding something. They just want us to not talk about it. They've been telling us, this is going to happen, all this nonsense, but now it's just nothing burger, and we're supposed to just let it go. And obviously that kind of raveled up the base, and then Trump was upset about people still not letting it go. And then he came out a few days ago that he was in the fight.
Yeah, Trump's name is mentioned.
Yeah, but is that a new information though? Why make people making it seem like that's also new information?
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, I don't think it's any secret that Trump and Epstein ran in the same circles, I mean, and honestly, like, I hate to say it too, but I mean, at this point, like, if you're rich or influential, like, being around people like Epstein is just the cost of doing business at this point. You run the same circles, I mean, there's a lot of overlap between the Palm Beach rich, the New York City rich. Like, there's a lot of those weird guys like that.
It's literally the same thing as, like, have you noticed most rappers sleep with the same woman?
Yeah,
there's just not enough of it.
It's a small community.
It's a very small community, and they tend to just mingle with each other.
Yeah, it's a small, non-diverse, insular community. So outsiders don't get invited in.
Exactly. So it's kind of the same thing at that level as well. Like, everybody kind of, it's just that small amount of people who just know each other and they hang out with each other.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Epstein and Trump knew each other and hung out with each other, that's not surprising or shocking of itself.
Right. So, and I'm sure there's also a bunch of other famous people on there as well. But again, all this is just like a bunch of insinuation, but like there's no evidence to prove that this guy was trafficking to a third party. There's just not.
Yeah, and it turns out, I guess apparently they're starting to say now that the laptop they recovered, they were talking about like thousands of hours of videos and stuff. Now, apparently, what they're saying is it's just thousands of hours of commercial CP. Like a computer full of child pornography.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what do they mean commercial child pornography? Like,
Yeah, what does that mean?
how do you get child pornography commercially?
I don't know what that means.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
professional child pornography? Like, what? I don't understand. You know what I mean?
I don't understand either, yeah.
Yeah, like, you can't just go on Pornhub and get CP.
Or is it like commercial in the sense that like they're buying and trading? You know what I'm saying? Like he's
I
getting
wouldn't
there.
even know where to source that from.
But I mean, if you're a pedophile, you know.
Yeah,
There's a ring, so that maybe that's what they mean. Like there's
I'm sure there's a commercial.
there's an ecosystem, yeah.
enterprise to it. But
yeah, it could be that, or he could be also selling as well. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, I guess I just assumed commercial meant like available through mainstream commercial means. But I'm like, how? What do you mean professional? What do you mean commercial?
The director's here,
Yeah, like, yeah. Is there like an IMDb for this? Like, I have like 50 acting credits or directing credits? Like, ew.
Yeah. So as you said, after
Like a laptop full of it. Like, ugh.
So yeah, I guess that was one of the big reasons after everybody was just hurling back at them criticism, saying like, "Why are you asking us to let go?" And Pam Bondi was like, "Yeah, there's all the information we have is just a bunch of, child porn on his laptop, and we're not gonna release any of that."
And I understand the logic of that. I don't think the world really wants that.
Right, but people still are asking questions, so they decided let's get all the court paperwork out. Let's out everybody that was in there, and obviously a judge said no, we're not gonna put any of that out, and now they're blaming the judge because she's a Jew. Did you see that? Well, we shouldn't really take Twitter serious. Twitter will find anything to.
Is the judge's father associated with Mossad in any way? I don't want to say all the roads lead back to Mossad, but all the roads do seem to lead back to Mossad.
But the main reason why the judge denied it was because, like, imagine all the people who are like, they're innocent to the whole thing. Why would you want to out them out? You know what I mean? It's literally illegal to do that. If I didn't commit any crime, don't try to make it seem like I committed a crime. Like, they would be liable to sue the government if that was the case, if they put this out.
Yeah, I mean, this truly is a very sticky situation because, I mean...
But again, this is just another... Because I blame all this on just... this. Actually, they're trying to do this again. You heard about the new thing about they're trying to arrest Obama now? Well, Tulsi Gabbard put out information again. They're literally making the same mistake they made with the Epstein, and they're doing it again with the Russia hoax situation. They're saying Obama single-handedly
personally
did
ordered the Russiagate.
Yeah, and they're like, and we're gonna get him, we're gonna arrest him. So like, and she's like, I expect what is his name, Kash Patel, to get some charges going, and she's saying this in the public eye. Again, she's raveling people up. People are getting razzled.
And
it's nothing. Like, if all the information she shared is everything we already knew. I mean, Mueller literally did the report talking about that. What is it? There were some people in the FBI who conspire against Trump. I mean, Kash Patel, he was one of the people who they conspired against as well. He's aware of this as well. But all this is already out. The people who were supposed to be reprimanded already got reprimanded. All this is already done. So why is she bringing this back and not making it seem like it's something new, something juicy that could get President Obama arrested? He's the president. Did you guys forget that the Supreme Court basically said the president can do whatever they want? This literally happened for Trump. They said the president is immune.
It's both ways.
I just don't understand how this is such an amateur hour. Do you really think President Obama is going to be arrested? Does she really think that?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, they're talking about the corruption of the Obama years is at least positive, but yeah,
But we knew all of it. Everything she's put out, all of it is already out there. She technically didn't put anything new out there
about it, but did the mainstream know about it? Do the boomers who watch CNN know about it?
No, but their opinion won't change about that.
Yeah, I mean, they would just say, fuck it, it was Trump, it doesn't matter.
So the people she's, kowtowing to, they already have that information. So the people who actually don't like Trump, the people who don't like Obama.
They don't care.
So I just think it's the same.
I mean, as much as I would love to see Obama get frog walked for this, like, coming out in the prison slippers with the chains jingling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really see any pathway where that would happen.
I just don't understand what's the point. Now the people could be like, this is just a way to erase all the Epstein backslashes or whatever. They're trying to move on from it. But even if you say that, this is just so stupid because they're doing the same mistake.
Yeah, the timing of that is very suspect.
Yeah,
right when the Epstein is at its hottest, that's when we start talking about Obama again.
Yeah, so it's just like, but again, they're making a mistake, getting the base even more divided. You know what I'm saying? Because now, let's just say this, she's literally putting Kash Patel under the bus. So she's saying, I found all this. Now it's his job to prosecute it. What is he going to prosecute?
I just wonder if it's going to be like anytime Kash is asked about Epstein, his tune changed a lot once he got into the big seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was up on the podcast. He's like, yeah, I know Epstein did this and this and this and this. And now that he's in the big chair, have you seen him when he talks about Epstein now? It looks like he's reading from a hostage video.
No, because he found out he was also dug. Like, Trump literally came out in the election talking about this. He's the one who started this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, like...
So what I'm saying is...
Trump campaigned on this.
Exactly.
Like, full disclosure, we're going to release the files. I don't think anybody cares what's in them. Just unredacted. Give it to us.
But that's illegal. Because there's a lot of victims in there that they don't want their information out there. Who are not criminal in any way. There's a lot of, like, hearsay, she say. There's so many hearsay, she say in this, in these files that, like, it's just not fair to just out people for no reason.
Yeah, Mossad is very careful.
There's no Mossad. That's another thing, too. It's like people are running away with this idea that this guy was connected to Mossad in any way. But there's no evidence proving that. So everybody's stuck in with, what's his name? He was the guy who got fired because he was in charge of the case. Yeah, Costa, yeah.
Yeah, Bob Costa.
Yeah, Bob Costa was like... Yeah, the only evidence they have is Bob Costa saying, oh, yeah, they told me to, let him go because he's with Mossad or something like that. And that was from some...
They called him an asset, intelligence asset.
And that came from a third party. It's a reporter that said this, that he said this to her. So it wasn't like him saying directly. And when they asked him full point, under oath, which is illegal to lie about, he said no. That was not the case at all.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, another one is the girl who started this whole thing that came back. What's her... Virginia?
Oh, yeah, she's dead now.
Even when she was alive, she was lying. She said what is his name? Epstein's lawyer, what's his name?
Oh, Dershowitz.
She's literally like, this guy... First she said Andrew, Prince Andrew got her.
Yeah, Prince Andrew.
And then it was Dorschwig. And Dorschwig was like, you're not going to play with my name like that. And he went all out. He's like, prove it. Like, show any evidence. Eventually, she basically said, oh, I misremembered. I thought it was him, but I was wrong. It wasn't him at all. Or not. So, all I'm saying is, and she's lied many times. Even the original one, like back, the first time he got prosecuted.
Oh, man, yeah.
Even back then, they couldn't use her testimony because she's a liar. She's been lying about this whole thing.
And
so the one person...
Addict.
So the one person that the mainstream knows about using her example, she's lied so much that they didn't even use her in the first place. In fact, there's a lot of people who are victims, actual victims. They said, there was no third party. It was just him. Everything points to just being him. It's just that the fact that the president of the United States ran on a campaign talking about this, saying that all these high, deep state is part of this, and then Mega took this to heart and they couldn't let it go, and then you got Mossad involved. Oh, that's all they needed to hear, the Mossad involvement. They couldn't let it go. And now the fact that the people who were kowtowing this theory, they got into the office, they saw the information, and they found out it was a nothing burger. Now they're like, what are we gonna do? Now they look silly, and they are, what is it? Flabbergasted. They don't know how to explain themselves. So when Kash Patel looks like he has a gun held at him because he can't believe that he fell for this, and now he's like, I got nothing. There's nothing. So obviously, people who want to still believe in the conspiracy theory will say when he got in the office, they call him to a room and be like, "Hey."
You're talking about people that don't like being talked about.
But
it would be unfortunate for your family if you keep talking about them.
So all these people who, even Trump himself, even now, he's like, he was the main architect about this whole thing, and now he's saying, let's just let it go. There's nothing. It's all nonsense. So my thing is, I think they saw the evidence. They found out there's nothing there, and now they have to find a way to wiggle themselves out of it. But my thing is, why are they doing it again? And this is heading to the midterm as well.
Well,
how is this going to jive out?
The bad thing about the Obama thing is, I mean, yeah, again, that's not a secret to anybody paying attention. But, I mean, when they're saying, like, you know, I mean, they're calling people out by name. I mean, you know, it was, like, personally orchestrated by Obama. The FBI acted under orders directly from him. Not only that, there was also apparently a concurrent cover-up to, like with Hillary's fitness for office too. Like her health was apparently pretty bad, and they covered that up.
No, even that one was
the EU secretly hoped she would lose because they saw her as unfit.
But they're using that information from what Russia thought. So they're not even using this from like our intelligence. That's intelligence from Russia.
Well,
the fit of what is her name, Hillary Clinton. I'm not saying she was healthy or anything, but all this stuff is hearsay from Russia's intelligence.
Well, my thing on that though is like, how do I want to say this? Like, you know, if you're into like, if you already knew about how like the Russia collusion story was fake and stuff, you know, it's frustrating, but it's like you sort of understand. You know, you're like, well, this is how the system works, and you know that kind of thing. But now the fact that they're talking about it, they're getting it back on people's radar, and then the like, you know, if it's true, like, I mean, they literally subverted an election. Like, that's treasonous, right? Like, you know, if it's true, you know, it's like people should be executed for treason. And the fact that that's probably not how it's like, nobody's gonna see jail for this. Like, it just really undermines the whole system. It's like, you know, you just become like jaded and bitter. You're like, what does it fucking matter? There's no consequences to these people.
Yeah, but I'm saying the jail situation, I don't think it's just that easy. I don't think the crime is to a treason level is the point.
Well, I mean, they undermined, like, Trump had won, and they undermined his presidency the entire time. I mean, that's...
Yeah, but the examples are not to that level, though. So the example is that they did...
I mean, I'm not saying it holds up to the burden of proof to execute somebody.
No, I'm not even saying to execute, but I'm saying even to send what, James Comey to prison and all these people. They got fired. I mean, that's the only thing. That's the only thing they can do about it.
I wouldn't mind seeing Comey go to prison.
There's no...
But I mean, the fact that, you know, they're saying all this shit, and I mean, like, the odds of anything happening are super low. I mean, that just really...
Because they all do it.
That just undermines any of your faith in the system, you know?
Well, I mean, you shouldn't have... All this matter? Well, that's the thing. You shouldn't have have that much faith in the system in the first place. You got conned.
Well, yeah. I mean, the whole system is what it is, you know?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but I mean... Yeah, the people who know about this already knew the system was a joke, but, like, bringing it in front of the mainstream and then still doing nothing, that just really reinforces that you're running a joke.
Yeah, so that's my point. Is just like...
It legitimizes yourself.
So that's my point. I'm just like why...
We control the prisons, but we're not going to put anybody in them for this? Like, I can't put anybody in prison. There's a lot of people I'd like to put in prison.
Right.
Like, I'm not in that position. The people who are, they're like, well, you know, it's too late to do anything. Like, then why are you bringing this up? Like, go after somebody you can put away.
Yeah, I know. I agree. So that's why I just don't understand why she would push this off to Kash Patel like he can do something about this. Like that
I
doesn't
mean-
look good on they're supposed to be working together, but it seems like they're all having a beef against each other. Like everybody's kind of just passing the boat to somebody else, be like, is this responsibility? Is this responsibility? And then eventually when that guy's like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Now people start going to insinuate like, why is he not doing something about it? What's going on there? You know what I'm saying?
You know, and I hate to say it too, but I mean, that is another kind of problem with like the MAGA movement. I mean, on the one hand, the fact that Trump got a coalition of such different people together
Yeah.
is good. You know, I mean, RFK is a Democrat. He's always been, right? You know, I mean, RFK, Elon Musk, you know, a lot of the tech people that like, he did assemble quite the coalition. Tulsi Gabbard, previous DNC operative, you know, I mean, yeah, the fact that he got all these people under the same umbrella until the election is impressive, but now that the election's over, all these little cats are running off to their own little thing, and it's hard to corral them, you know, like, you know, these are dissimilar people with dissimilar interests, and yeah, it's hard to, you know,
I mean, Dan Bongino was like, he was threatening to get to leave the
Yeah, he was
job
about to
if
leave.
she wasn't fired, if Pambani wasn't fired.
yeah, I mean, on top of like these being large personalities too,
Yes.
Dan Bongino being basically a podcast star.
Bro, this guy was a conspiracy theorist. he was in the top shelf of conspiracy theorist guys,
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
He was like Alex Jones level, you know what I mean? And now he's like responsible.
now you're the establishment. Like,
Yeah.
that don't make sense. Like, yeah, you know, so that is one thing that's unfortunate about this, I feel, is that like Trump had just enough moxie to like bring them all together, but he doesn't have enough moxie to keep them in line. And like that might be one of the downfalls of the movement too, is like you can't keep these people all rowing the same boat. At like everybody thinks they sit at the front of the boat with the microphone. Nobody wants to actually be on the oars pulling the you know, rowing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely some fractures, you know. I mean, you can't make everybody happy, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so do you think that lawsuit is going to go through? Since he's suing is that Washington Post about the letter?
Oh, Rupert Murdoch?
Yeah,
Well, he's like, I don't write like that. I don't talk like that.
yeah. So what do you think? Do you think he wrote that?
I mean, it definitely reads like a pulp romance novel.
There's the theory is that he probably just got like an assistant or somebody to write that letter and then send it to him or something like that. Or do you think it's completely fake and he could actually win this lawsuit? Because this is like a big deal. If he wins this lawsuit, this is a game changer.
Well, I mean, we'll see what the jury thinks.
They're like, this guy can't write like this. It's not him at all, you know?
Yeah, they're like, read all his tweets. This ain't Trump.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge case if he wins that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Rupert Murdoch mainstream media is already basically like lying dead on the concrete with its one fucking foot flop, and I mean, this could be the anchor shot, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the guy lost enough money just from is it the Minion debacle? I think he lost like billions.
Yeah, I mean, well, and what's going on with that beef that Trump has with Jerome Powell?
Oh, how he's gonna fire him? He's not gonna fire him. He's gonna fire him. He's not gonna fire that nonsense. Because he wants, yeah. Because now he obviously wants. He's like, our economy, we're doing great. Why is he not bringing interest rate down? You know, what I mean, he wants him to put the interest rate down, but obviously, Jerome Powell is like, nah, dude, we're still not sure. We're still in an unsure territory, and I think they're trying to get him because what is it? I think they approved funds to rebuild, rebuild some buildings in his sector over there. There's no connection where he's like making money off of this, but they're trying to make it seem like he's making money off of this.
Yeah.
so they
I
can find a
mean,
way to fire him.
Yeah, like Trump's had some hits and Trump's had some misses, and I think his beef with Powell is definitely a miss
Yeah, it makes no sense.
because, I mean, let's get this out of the way right now. Like, the Federal Reserve is supposed to be like politically neutral, you know, Jerome Powell's a political hack. I mean, he's a DNC operative, he's a DNC hack. Like, let's get that out of the way. I mean, just that's not really.
I agree.
Yeah, that said, the chairman of the Federal Reserve should not answer to the president,
Yes.
especially since I understand what Trump's up to. Well, I think it's twofold. One, apparently I read that a lot of treasury bills or debt obligations are coming due.
Right.
So if they can get the interest rates dropped, it would save the Treasury a lot on interest repayments for the debt that's maturing.
I heard of that. Yes.
Which I understand the logic on that. And, but yeah, I mean, we don't need interest rates lower. We need them higher. Like, Trump's literally looking for a short-term sugar rush for the market.
100%.
I mean, and for all of Trump's positives, like, he does seem to run on the idea that the stock market is the economy.
Yes.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be stuck on that notion of if market is up, economy is up. So drop rates, jump market even more. Therefore, what do you mean? It's like
Where are all-time highs?
this is uncharted territory.
It's just going up. So I don't know why he's trying to even make it even more boom. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, we need some correction.
Yeah, I mean, and if mortgage rates go from, let's say 7% back down to like 3%, you think it's unaffordable now?
Exactly.
Like, my God, that's gonna, like, the principal's gonna go crazy.
I'm gonna have to sell this house.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not? The boomers love to. Oh, you don't know how hard it was it was hard, bro, when I was young. The rates, they were 18%.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that 18% threw a lot of cold water on the principal, too.
That is true.
And that has not happened yet. I mean, yeah, like, if you drop the rates now, that would be like trying to put out a brush fire with gasoline.
Yeah, so everybody's warning him. I mean, Scott Bessem is like the best person to look at, you know what I mean? So Scott Bessem is basically like, no, he's not going to fire him. It's not going to happen. But, Trump, you never know. He's such a, he doesn't stick to one thing. He'll say one thing today, and tomorrow will be a completely different thing.
Well, I think honestly, too, it's better if he keeps Powell there because there's a lot of dark economic headwinds right now, right? I mean, yeah, the markets are all-time highs, but people's feelings on the economy are at all-time lows.
Yeah.
I mean, youth unemployment's really high. Credit card defaults are going up. Auto loan defaults. I mean, layoffs. Intel just announced today, I believe, 5,000 more layoffs. Like, tech layoffs aren't slowing down. They're actually accelerating. Like, Trump can believe the market's the economy all he wants, but, like, there's a lot of darkness in the economy right now that's probably going to be laid at his feet. And it's good to keep Powell there for him because he's a good scapegoat. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like
Powell's going to be the patsy for all this.
Yeah, why does he want to ruin that for himself?
Yeah, he's like, it's not my fault that the economy's bad. It's because Powell won't drop the rates like I told him.
Because what is it? It's been proven that to be the president of the United States, all we care about is how the economy is looking. If the economy is looking nice, you can stay. We like you. But if the economy is down
George
in any
Bush,
way,
it's the economy, stupid. Like, that's That's what HW ran on. It's the economy, stupid.
Yeah, so I don't know why he wants to ruin this for himself, but I don't think I don't think he'll do it, but again, you never know with Trump.
Yeah, I mean, and again, some of that stuff isn't stuff he can directly control or have any influence over, but I mean, it's still going to be laid on his feet. It's still going to be laid on him.
Yeah.
I mean, like the layoffs and stuff, I mean, tech was extremely bloated, extremely top heavy, I mean.
I'm actually surprised how these tariff situations are going. Like the market kind of, I guess, it already baked into what they think is going to happen. But like all these deals he's making, they're not as great as people making it seem. They're not great. But the fact that the market thinks it's worse than what it could have been, they're like, all right, we'll take it. You get what I'm saying?
And then again, I hate to say it, but like that's one of Trump's real strongs too. Like that's one of his strongest points too.
It's like it could have been worse.
Yeah, like the art of the deal. Like he runs it's so entertaining to me because he runs the exact same playbook every single time.
Yeah.
And they fall for it every single time. Like it's just so crazy to me. It's like he gets up there and he's like, we're going to put tariffs, the best tariffs, the biggest of tariffs, the tariff of the tariff. We're going to tariff China or Japan, or we're going to tariff somebody at 100%. 100% tariffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, people get kind of like, they get kind of like,
whoa,
whoa. And then he comes back later and he's like, okay, 15%. And then they're like, oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's so, that's, so I'm
like,
shocked
he
that people...
does it every single fucking time and they keep falling for it.
That's true. The market fall for it. The market's like, okay, this is better than what it could have been, I guess.
Like, what's wrong with you people? Don't you see that, like, you keep falling for it?
Yeah, like, prices will go higher. I want people to know this. Like, the tariff has been implemented. Price will be going up for the consumers because you're paying for the tariff. The other country is not paying the tariff. So, I mean, all these talk about that you should have made it zero. It's zero. It didn't make it zero at all. You know what I mean? So... it is definitely better than what could have been in August, but it's not what it used to be. Price is going to go higher. Just be aware of that.
Yeah, I mean...
and people are still celebrating it. They're like, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it.
And I mean, like, I'm not a fan of these lopsided trade deals. I mean, I'm definitely more on, like, Ross Perot's side when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Who's Ross Perot?
He ran against Clinton and... he was basically the guy who let Clinton get elected.
Okay. What was he like? Free trade? Was he a free trade guy?
He was an anti-bad trade deal guy.
Okay.
He was the one who made the speech of the giant sucking sound to Mexico.
I have no idea. No, I don't know.
Well, it's actually a really good speech because so it was the election between
get a little close.
It was the election between Clinton and Bush's dad, and he was the third party.
Okay.
And people basically say he was the spoiler, like Bush should have won it, but Perot sucked enough votes from Bush that allowed Clinton to win.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, basically the giant sucking sound was, he was talking about how, like, what a bad deal for America NAFTA was. How he said, like, all these companies care about is making money, so they send all your jobs to Mexico. It's a giant sucking sound of all the money going down to Mexico. They pay those guys $6 an hour. You used to be up here making 14. All your jobs, all your money goes down there.
Oh, he started this.
Yeah, just a giant sound. And then the only way it ever equalizes is when you make $6 an hour too, just like a Mexican.
And people are like, I like this guy.
Which, yeah, I mean...
that's why I think most
I mean, he's got a point, does he not?
Yeah, and a lot of people assume... well, I mean,
You know, like a lot of these trade deals are lopsided, you know.
No, it's true, but I mean, okay, so with the Trump situation, so he's saying he's doing all this to bring manufacturing back to America. Do you really think manufacturing is going to be back to America?
No, and I mean, some of the deals he makes, too, are kind of nonsensical, I feel like. You know, like the one with Vietnam, let's say, right? I think some, you know, whatever the percentage is, that's not important. But apparently, Vietnam agreed to, like, buy a bunch of, like, American SUVs at, like, a lower tariff rate. Like, what the fuck's a Vietnamese going to do with a Ford Expedition? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have the roads for that. Those cars are 22 feet long.
Right.
Like, Vietnamese ride dirty motorbikes. I mean, like tuk-tuk. Like, they ride two-stroke tuk-tuk that just smokes all day. That's why their air quality's horrible.
Yeah, I think he made a kind of similar deal with Indonesia as well.
Yeah, like, what do the Indonesians need with Ford Expeditions? Ford Excursions. You know, like, the biggest SUV that Ford makes. How many of those can the Indonesian market really soak up? Like, a country where an average person makes $300 per month. You know, is that just an untapped market for $90,000 SUVs?
I agree. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's like, I do appreciate that he's trying to make some of these lopsided trade deals a little more equal for us. But I mean, yeah, some of the shit he focuses on is a little nonsensical.
They are, yeah.
You know, I mean, like, how many Vietnamese are like, oh man, I'm going to get me a Ford now. Americans don't even want Fords. Nobody's buying that shit. It costs too much. And they got mechanical problems.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I mean, there used to be a vehicle dealership I used to drive by on 55 when I was going out of town. And during the supply chain days of COVID, like, they had no trucks. There were no trucks on the lot. That lot, it was just asphalt. As soon as they came in, they were immediately going out. They didn't even display them, right?
Right.
I mean, it was the best time ever to be a car salesman. You know, now, you drive by there, you can't even see the asphalt. It's truck on truck on truck. Nobody's buying that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, everybody who wants a truck already has one.
No, I agree. Have you seen that? There was like a picture of how the price increased for Walmart, like some of the appliances. Some of them like 50% increase.
Well, I'm also of the opinion that Walmart can absorb some of that raise too.
But they're not. The companies won't. You're assuming they will. They will not.
Yeah, I mean,
why would I? Why would I when I know I can?
No, I mean, I understand, like, economics and, like, business doctrine and that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, of course they're going to pass it on. But I mean, like,
well, let's go to Taco Bell. All right, let's go to
7 out of the 10 richest Americans are all named Walton. You know, I mean, Walmart made like $200 billion last year. Like, could the Waltons possibly make do with only $100 billion instead of $200? I mean, again, I'm not so naive as I don't understand how that works. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you clearly can absorb some of this instead of just 100%, actually 150% pass through.
Well, honestly, if you ask them to absorb it, wouldn't that hurt mom and pops? Okay, anyway, even McDonald's is, I mean, not McDonald's, even Taco Bell. So I get the steak grilled burrito. That's my favorite.
You know, for somebody who's obsessed with longevity. And there you are eating grilled cat.
Anyway, that's my...
Hey, it's a man likes what he likes.
That's my weakness.
A man likes what he likes.
It's so fucking good. It's so good. But anyway, that was like $5 or something right now. It's $6 now.
Yeah, I mean,
And this was in the span of like, what is it, a year? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, corporate fast food just is not it anymore. Like, I mean, the last time I went to McDonald's, it's probably been 2 years or so now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I never was like a huge McDonald's customer, but like, no, it's been like 2 years, and I mean, the last time I was there, I was just like looking at the price and the scanty portions you get now, and it's like, this isn't worth it. Like, mom and pop restaurants are a much better deal. They're cheaper. It's better. Like, yeah, mom and pops are a better bargain now.
I agree.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, we don't have In-N-Out here. It's a West Coast thing. I think the closest one to here is like Denver. But I mean, In-N-Out is privately owned. They don't answer to shareholders. And I mean, it's very good and it's priced very competitively. And I mean, you have to look at like non-corporate, non-shareholder places like that and shareholder places like McDonald's, and you have to say like, and like In-N-Out is well known for paying their people fairly well, and I mean they treat their managers exceedingly well.
Did you hear the news?
Oh yeah, the lady's leaving California and going to Tennessee.
People are pissed.
Carpetbagger. Carpetbagger.
Well, and also the fact that she's blaming, she's criticizing California's how they treat businesses. Everybody knows how they treat businesses.
You don't bite the hand that feeds you.
And it's just the backlash is coming from like Californians who she's like, why is she talking smack on Californians?
This is why you are.
This is why you shouldn't listen to the rich. The rich, they don't know what she's talking about. She's just pandering. She's just pandering. That's what she's doing. Instead of like actually taking what she's saying legitimate, that California's business structure is terrible. Instead of saying that, they're looking at it from like a political perspective that she's just trying to get, change her political stands.
No, I mean, God, I wouldn't want to run a business in California.
Yeah, she said she was moving.
You'd probably be better off running a business in Germany, and that's a major pain in the ass. Like, California makes EU regulations look sane.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like, they're privately owned. They treat their people well. They have a good training pipeline. It's a lot like Chick-fil-A. It's like, if you work at In-N-Out, it's because you want to. Or,
That's
like,
true.
because they want you to. They're not taking everybody who's alive like McDonald's, so.
I was going to say,
yeah, it's got, like, these corporate places are the problem. These shareholders are the problem, I mean, it's just a continuous race to the bottom. Like, shareholder value. I mean, I understand by law they have to juice shareholder value, but I mean, there comes a point where you can only juice shareholder value so much, and then people are just like, man, fuck you. And I mean, we're getting pretty close to that point. I mean, there's a McDonald's in Columbia, Illinois. I drive past there a lot, because I come from the JB Bridge. It's on the way home from South County. And, a few years ago, I mean, didn't matter what time of the day I drove past this McDonald's. I mean, they had 2 lanes, just line, all day and night. Line. Didn't matter. There was always a line. Now, I drive by there. Sometimes there is no line. Sometimes there's only one car. I mean, what happened?
Price too high.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like they focus so much on juicing the shareholder value that everybody's like, no, I'm not playing along with this. That's how toxic McDonald's has gotten. People would rather cook at home than go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I got food at the house. That's how bad it's gotten.
No, I agree. But
Look in the mirror.
I agree. But again, like all this tariff situation, I don't think it's going to make this better at all. It's just going to make it worse. So even the people who are, let's just say the mom and pops, whatever, who are trying to get by with all this, eventually they also want to be, having to be forced to raise the price as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't really heard a good explanation of what they're actually trying to accomplish with this also, because it's like, we can make manufacturing a higher percentage of the GDP, but I mean, the days of the mill town, like, that's not coming back. I mean, like, a factory that used to have like 5,000 people working in it. I mean, now with robots, I mean, we got like 100 people working in it.
It's not coming back. It's just not coming back.
Yeah, is this a jobs program or an economics program, or are they trying to run it as both? Or
I think what was it? Elon just tweeted was talking about. He's like, next year you're gonna have a robot bringing your food. You know what I mean? Remember when they used to be like, people in their skates in Sonic bring you food? It's gonna be robots bringing you food now.
That's gonna wig out and kill somebody.
But I'm just saying in general, once that's we're there. You know what I mean? We're so there. There's no way we're going anywhere back. We're moving forward fast.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you go on like the comments on YouTube and stuff, they're like, I'm a plumber. Ain't gonna be no AI doing plumbing. And then, like, they have a robot right now that finishes drywall. I mean, it's like, it's a box with an arm on it. And, I mean, it can sand, and, like, you can put a sprayer on it. It can paint.
No, it is true. I think these blue-collar
like, Mexicans work a lot quicker than that thing does.
Yeah.
But it's like...
For now.
Well, my thing is, like... I mean, it's pretty cool to watch the thing work. But it's like, that's the worst it's ever going to be.
Yeah.
And it's under, like, remote control from a human operator.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, they'll probably automate that so it can do it on its own at some point. But it's like, that's the slowest it's ever going to be, and that's the worst it's ever going to be.
Yeah.
Gen 2 is going to be a lot better. Gen 3, you're not even going to recognize it versus Gen 1. And it's like, unlike you... That thing doesn't come to work drunk either.
Anyway,
that Keir Starmer, the most punchable face in politics.
Oh, dude, yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Did you see that him advocating for 16-year-old kids to vote?
Yeah.
What's up? What do you think? You think 16-year-old kids should be voting?
I think we should raise the voting age. That shouldn't even be a question unless you're 25, you have a W-2, and you're a landowner. Like, let's go back to the old days. Universal suffrage is a failure.
I don't know how we even think that was a good idea.
Let's only have people with skin in the game vote.
He said that with a straight face. He's like, we should get these 16-year-old. They're working. You know what I mean? They pay taxes.
Are they working in the UK? Are they working? Like, show me what they're working. They make £8 an hour at a fucking vape shop.
He said,
These are working. The youth unemployment rate there's like 35%. Like, what do you mean they're out here working hard?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know the right argument he's making. Like, it makes no sense to try to get 16-year-olds to vote.
Yeah, no, we need to raise the voting age.
I think you think is like they need more voter people on their side.
Yeah, they need to put their thumb on the scale.
Because obviously, if you're younger, you're most likely to be, voting with your emotions than anything else. You know what I mean?
Man, that's a Venn diagram with a lot of shit on it too. Because it's like, on the one hand, yeah, if you're 16, you've been indoctrinated by the public school your entire life. So you could possibly argue that they're easy to manipulate for, like, the leftist. But the other argument, too, is young people are always the counterculture. So you might not be able to control them as easily as you think.
Well, no. I would say in the sense of when I said emotion, I mean, like, you can just say whatever. It's like running for class president. You know what I mean? I'll do this for you. I'll do this and this. And you're like, this is pretty nice. I want that to happen. They're not really thinking about the actual consequences of their action. Yeah. It's more just like, what do I get out of this right now?
I accept both sides of that in that, they're probably going to be easier to manipulate, but possibly not manipulated in the way that the establishment types like Keir Starmer want to manipulate them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, if you look at like the Gen Z of this country, which are not so dissimilar from the ones of that country,
Right.
I mean,
We're globalized. I think most Gen Z are about in the same.
yeah, I mean, TikTok is a universal cancer on all of our brains.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, not so much if you're a Gen Z girl, but if you're a Gen Z boy, I mean, if you want to stick it to the establishment, if you want to, buck the man, I mean, you vote conservative or Republican. You know what I mean? Like, young people do tend to go against the establishment. The establishment is extreme leftism. So, I mean, they could kind of have a counterculture issue with that, perhaps.
I don't think so, because you got to think about it from the social issue perspective.
But also,
think about the actually just most of the elections.
Girls are more politically active than boys anyway at this point. So just on that demographic, I would give a slight nod to the establishment because women love marching for the establishment.
Yes.
The testosterone is a problem because it will kind of make you ornery. Estrogen makes you fall in line. Testosterone makes you get combative. There's a lot of different ways it could go, but yeah, the fact that even bringing up let's let 16-year-olds vote, that's fucking lunacy.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, especially another thing too is like, however downtrodden you think the youth of this country is, the youth of the UK is even more downtrodden. I mean, severely downtrodden. Like, they have an inflation, wage, housing crisis that we couldn't even conceptualize here how bad it is, right?
I mean, the employment rate you just said, that's a wild number.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's actually 33%, but I mean, it's like there's a lot of young people in the UK who cannot find work.
Yeah. And
the work they do find pays nothing, especially compared to like the average cost for like housing and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, young people now, they're looking for economic justice. You know what I'm saying? Like Mondami style economic justice.
Yeah.
And like, that's a problem too, because people on the right are more interested in like justice. People on the left are interested in fucking revenge. Like, yeah, these are not... That could turn into a real problem too. I mean, all you need is a charismatic guy to get up there and be like, this is the guy or this is the group that's holding you down. You can't have shit. You ain't never gonna be shit because of them. What they stole from you, we're gonna steal back.
Right, yeah.
Like, and that really tickles that dark, nasty part of the brain in just the right way, so, I mean, Starmer needs to watch out, I mean, that's one of those arrogance kind of things, you can be arrogant enough to kick this off, but can you actually corral this once it's moving?
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyway, we're going to end it there. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
No, it's all good.